it's no surprise that D23 feels like a Disney fan's extreme fantasy. And knowing what kind of movies are coming out, games, exciting goodies, all that jazz. For everyone, it's a privilege to go there. Unless you're like me, who's constantly working hard to make good money. Money that went down the shitter because of a toxic family, lacking transportation of your own, and begrudgingly getting less time to spend with your friends. Life is cruel. But fear not, my friends!
We have technology!
This isn't what it was cracked up to be. Okay, joking aside, we got a lot to talk about. And as my first act with this new format, I ask everyone to sit back, relax, and enjoy my thoughts on D23 2024. So, for our first topic, we have... Oh boy. Yes, Toy Story 5. You know, they say, if they love something, milk it. Milk that bitch dry. But anyway, for those wondering, myself included, how are they going to continue the story after how the fourth movie ended? Well, we got a good idea. They just released this concept art where Bonnie's being checked by the toys, and the first thing you see is Bonnie holding her iPad, and the toys are clearly being worried about it. You know? That doesn't sound like a bad idea, but we'll get to that in a bit. Because if you look closely, Woody is back. How? I don't know. Back to the topic at hand. This is gonna be a toys versus technology movie. Which, to be fair, that could work. It fits into the Toy Story universe. Toys being threatened by technology, that could be done. And not only that, but it also brings it back to its roots in the first movie. Let's just hope they have a better explanation for Woody's return. Yet that's not the only thing with Toy Story 5.
And there's one other thing. There's a little issue involving 50 rogue commemorative Buzz Lightyear action figures stuck in toy mode that will make his...
Stuck in toy mode? Not only that, but they're the main villains too? Okay, so let's back up here. How do you explain these red dots on their chest? Unless you're implying that there are remote control buzzes, that will be excusable. But can you please stop shitting on Buzz Lightyear? You did this with Toy Story 4. You did this with Lightyear, and now you're doing this for the third time? At least you better have a good excuse for this. Also, 0 out of 10 for the teaser. That's literally just the animation for the Apple Watches. I will say though, I am slightly optimistic with the fifth movie. I am just not going to expect any kind of masterpiece out of it. Considering how the fourth movie left off, and... yeah. So, that's Toy Story 5, which now leads us to... This would have been me in my teen years. This is actually me as an adult. But who knows? Maybe this will be better than the second one. Yeah. Now, we have been informed that the script is being written. Let's just hope it's a good one and they allow Brad Bird to cook. Hey, Disney. Whatever happened to this? Huh? Now then, let's move on to Dreams production. To my surprise, this is more of an Inside Out series, something I've never considered watching. I know Inside Out 2 was great, but I've only heard it was great. I'm too busy to watch it. Hell, I never even watched the first movie, so not sure what to think of this. It could surpass both of them, but that's a big maybe. Win or lose in Elio, on the other hand, one of them could be decent. Now we're gonna back out of Pixar for a bit because I want to save something for last. So let's move on to our overlords themselves. Oh boy, it's a doozy. Frozen 3, Moana 2, Moana live action remake, Zootopia 2, we get it. Frozen is your number one franchise, despite having dozens of others that you either forget or want to mangle. I know your intentions, Disney! The other two, it could be good. I do like how they're adding reptiles in Zootopia 2. That's a nice touch. But that's it for Disney's animated movies. Because what people really want is live action. Not really. On the table, the Snow White remake and Mufasa, a Lion King story. And we also got Moana live action, too. You know, I'm surprised they were able to get Snow White off the ground despite the controversy surrounding the lead actress. Sucks to be this girl. As for the latter, Sonic 3 is gonna trample ya. And for Moana, I think it's a little too early for a remake. Let alone it be live action. Don't you think? Surprised they kept The Rock as Smiley, though. Now, before we move on, we need to talk about another remake. The rumored Lilo and Stitch remake. For those who aren't aware, I tried to make my own Lilo and Stitch movie, and it went up into flames very quickly. Still heartbroken about it, though. But you know, this remake has its own share of problems, particularly with the cast, and I guess that's fair. But another reason, too, will be the writer's strike that's been happening. You know, SAG-AFTRA, anti-AI march, all that jazz. So I can imagine the struggling that's been going on between writers, actors, and directors just to get this movie off the ground, because so many people just want to turn to AI so badly just to cut corners. I mean, hey, look what they did to Wish. That uses AI, and look what that got them. So with that in mind, I'm pretty sure this movie has been cancelled and will never see the light of day again. That makes us even.
Huh? Nala Krista!
Okay, so it's not that bad, but God! What am I looking at? It's like someone took the Detective Pikachu style and took a shit on it. Granted, a small shit, but still. Doesn't help the fact that we got already leaked footage of it. Okay, so I have to make a little update here because the trailer for Lilo and Stitch just dropped. My oh my, have time flies. And now we are going to get this movie on Memorial Day. What? Me? Salty? No, I'm not salty. I'm not salty at all. Just because I lost my movie doesn't mean I'm salty. Okay. Okay, cool down. Cool down. Well then. We are going to get that in 2025 now. Been a good game. So, we have saved the best and the weirdest for last. Hoppers. Now before we go in, we need to bring this up. Pixar has stated that after Inside Out 2, the future will be going into sequels and spin-offs. So with Hoppers, you think it has something to do with A Bug's Life. Maybe a movie about the grasshoppers. But no, that makes too much sense. Instead, let's just make the movie to where a college girl switches brains with beavers so she can learn about their habitats and save said beavers from an evil corporation. Really sad no one gives a shit about A Bug's Life. Now with all that, anyone else was put off with this title? I say this because beavers can't jump! I'm no zoologist, but I think anyone with a third grade education would know this is scientifically incorrect. Beavers are known for making dams with their tails and swimming, but they're not good for jumping! Unless there's some subspecies of beavers that I don't know about that can jump, I'll pass that, but why would they say this? Why couldn't they just call it wooden? So that's more accurate and honest. Bottom line, the movie makes no sense, and that's just the title. Well, surprisingly, there's no announcement for a Lightyear sequel. Good. We don't need another one of that. And there you go. All of Disney's newest projects coming out next year. Tune in next time when another animated classic gets butchered.